Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Spogan Reactions back with another video. We are on an uploading trend right now. We are uploading
because it's hockey season's approaching.
Yes.
The summer is over. September is here, which means hockey season's coming. We're a couple weeks away. We are more than excited and have been dying for some Leafs hockey to hurry up and come. We're gonna discuss everything that happened in the last month or so because we haven't been here. We've been on vacation, blah blah blah, whatever. But now we're back. It's hockey season coming up. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. So, first we're going to talk about the most recent signing that just was made official as of filming this today, this afternoon, Wednesday.
So, who the Leafs have signed? The Leafs have signed Steven Lorentz, but we haven't signed him yet. It's to a PTO, a professional tryout offer. So, now, what is Steven Lorentz and who is Steven Lorentz? What is he about?
Well, that is the third Florida Panther Stanley Cup champion that we've acquired. I guess Brad just wants those Panthers. He got Anthony Stolarz and Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and now we got Steven Lorentz on a PTO.
So who is Steven Lorentz? Well, he's 28 years old. He's from Kitchener, Ontario. Oh. He's 6'4", 216 pounds, so a big dude.
Brad likes 200-pounders. So, and his last contract signed by the San Jose Sharks was $1.05 million AAV.
Now, what is his stats? Well, so in 45 games with the Carolina Hurricanes, he got 8 points. Not a very good start to his NHL career.
No.
Then, in 2021-2022, in 67 games with the Carolina Hurricanes, he got 13 points. 13 points.
Not good.
Not great. Not great from the deaf guy. But in San Jose, he rejuvenated his career, and in 80 games, 19 points for a fourth liner. Not that bad.
10 goals for a fourth liner? Okay.
Then, when we go on to 38 games with the Florida Panthers in the 2023 last season, he received 3 points in 38 games. Not that great. Not that bad.
He did go on a playoff run with them, of course, Stanley Cup champion. 16 games. He played 16 games. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Minus one, whatever.
He is a basically hitting machine. That's exactly what Steven Lorentz is all about. He's a hitting machine.
So he's gonna play in the preseason. We're gonna see how it goes, and of course, if they like him, Brad will sign him to a probably around league min, if not maybe a mil or whatever deal. He plays the center in the left wing, which is what we're in the market for right now. Speaking of in the market, the Leafs have reportedly been interested and are in on Max Pacioretty along with the Red Wings. Both the Leafs and the Red Wings are hitting hard for Pacioretty right now.
You know, he's 35 years old.
He's playing left and right wing, but obviously we need him for the left wing. His last cap hit was $2 million.
In last season with the Washington Capitals, he played 47 games, got 23 points, not bad. And in 4 games in the playoffs with the Washington Capitals, he got 1 point. Not bad. They're kind of hoping he returns to his Vegas Golden Knights self.
37 points, 51 points, 66 points, 30 goal scorer.
They're kind of hoping he returns back to there.
Obviously in Montreal he was pretty good too, above 60-point player in Montreal.
So if we get that Max Pacioretty,
he's been playing since 2008. That's John Tavares era. So he's old,
but Brad Treliving, like his old guys,
He wants that veteran. He wants the experience. He wants 270 pounds, 17 pounds, 6'2", from Connecticut in the U.S. And the ironic part is that he wears number 67. Wow, that's nice, I guess. And also, there was a news with the Leafs switching the captaincy. There were rumors at the beginning of the offseason. We weren't sure. But
John Tavares gets stripped. No, John Tavares, in the process with the Maple Leafs, he decided to pass on the torch to Austin Matthews. Now,
people could say stripped, but it wasn't stripped.
Now, it was rumored back in 2019 that they would have given the captaincy to Austin Matthews. But with his controversy and the stain of his name going around then.
What happened was he flashed an
Yeah.
Arizona police officer while he was drunk
Naked.
one night. Yeah. And
And
he
the
got
Leafs
arrested.
wanted no part of that. So they named John Tavares the captaincy, knowing once the fire dies down, they would eventually pass the torch on to Austin Matthews. Now they believe that he's shown commitment and growth over his years
Of
of
course.
becoming an NHL player.
Proven wannabe leader.
And now they've given the captaincy to Austin Matthews. Now, I did originally think they would give it to one person and one person only. The longest tenured Leaf of all these Leafs names. And that was Morgan Riley. I thought they were going to give it to Morgan Riley based on the words that most of the Leafs players have said behind the scenes of their partner Morgan Riley.
Mm-hmm.
And also what a teammate he is, and also him being the longest tenured Leaf, giving the captaincy to him to lead the locker room in that vicinity. But
So,
they give it to Austin
They had the
Matthews.
press conference late in August. They had Keith Pelly, they had Brendan Shanahan, Brad Treliving, and of course the coach Craig Berube with Austin Matthews and John Tavares, who, like passing the torch, passed the jersey with Austin Matthews, the C of 34 on the crest on his chest. And now Leafs announce him as the 26th apparently captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's going to be a fun season with Matthews wearing the C. Tavares will now wear the A, which has been confirmed. And he's going back to the jersey he donned in 2018 when he came here with that A on his chest, which I don't mind. He is apparently, I believe he's in talks with his contract extension. I believe it will happen soon enough. It might not happen right away. The season might begin and it might not happen.
I'm hoping it's
but I
at
think it's
least
going to happen because he wants to retire as a Leaf.
cheap. Give me a cheap offer, man. Give me a cheap offer. Please don't be in the $5 million to $6 million range.
No, I don't think it'll be that high. I think it'll be 3 to 4.
I think for the producing that you produce, $2 million to $3 million is my price range for John.
I think
Tavares.
it'll be
But
3 to 4, but
we'll see.
we'll see. And that's basically all the news that we've had in August. Not much going on.
Also, Mitch Marner still at a standstill.
Robertson, unsigned. Seems like he has no intention of re-signing. And he's Chris Johnson said, I think it was Chris Johnson that said that he's made it clear he has no intention of re-signing in Toronto, which is
Mitch Marner's
sad.
agent also came out and said they're gonna walk in free agency, which
I
you know how much I believe this agent at this point. This much. He gambled around in his first time negotiating a contract. He said, "We're gonna go to Europe. We're gonna play in Europe. We're not worried about a contract until you give us the contract we want. We're gonna go play in Europe and we can have that." You think Mitch Marner is gonna go play in Europe? Bah, you
Yeah,
lying,
he must
bro.
be dreaming.
You're full of crap. So I don't believe a word this agent says. He can spit out whatever he wants. He can talk that trash. He can spit out the garbage that he's spewing. But at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, Marner will sign on the dotted line because that's what Marner does best. He shuts his mouth, he knows his role, and his role is to sign that motherfucking contract no matter what. That's exactly his role. And he's going to give us a discount because you're shit. You're crap. You're the shit stain of our underwear. That's the keyword.
So he's gonna play out his season. We're gonna see how it goes. Brad's gonna see how it goes. Marner's agent's gonna see how it goes. If this guy does not get 100 points in my eyes, then I don't know.
Or even points in the playoffs, doesn't fall asleep in the
If this
playoffs.
guy falls asleep in the playoffs again, he can kiss his leaf on his chest.
Goodbye.
No, he's not getting a contract.
Go play for the Blue Jackets. Go play for anybody
This
else.
guy thinks he wants $12 million.
Sure.
I would not give him more than he's already making, $11 million, unless he proves he can be a 100-point player. At which, It's hard, but I wouldn't sign him maybe for 8 years. Maybe 5 years like Matthews.
11.2 is the highest I'll go. 11.2.
Draisaitl just signed for $14 million.
You think you're better than Draisaitl?
Not good because Marner is now going to want $12 million for sure. He's definitely not going to take less than that.
So the Leafs have cap space $2.375 million to play around with, and we'll see who they acquire next. If they acquire anybody, or if they're done. If they're done, then guess what?
Hakanpää is not on the Leafs roster.
No,
and
they're not.
He is not signed yet. Still ongoing. Apparently, Hakanpää believes that he can play, but the doctors are telling a different story. Medical staff is saying that they don't think it's gonna go well, and that is just bone on bone in his knee, and it's gonna go. Ugh, it's just hard to think about. So I don't think it's gonna work out. They're probably just gonna say sorry, buddy, but they're not gonna sign an injured player. It's gonna be another Klingberg. He's from Dallas, for crying out loud, and he came from Dallas too, Klingberg. And what happened? He played like 5 games, whatever it was, and it was injured, and that was the end of his season. LTIR. I'm excited for Matt Murray to come back because he went through all of his recovery and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think Hakanpää's coming. But that's it. There's no other Leafs news as of right now. We are just around 2 weeks away from preseason. We can't wait to be recapping FLRs again. And we can't wait to be doing gaming videos again.
Yes!
We have the actual PS5 now.
We're on a roll. And we're going to keep on.
We've been practicing. We're
and guess ready. What? I won the first game.
He won, but we didn't record it.
We didn't record
it.
But it doesn't count.
We're gonna
record the next one.
We're going to lock in. We're going to go hardcore because we have better graphics now. We have no more lagging, no more problems with episodes not recording.
And best part is we're on an even playing field.
Because we both have grips, which we like to use.
So, we'll see who's next. Am I going to take the crown for the first time in our gaming series? Or is he going to defend his championship? We'll have to wait and see.
It's going to be a long road.
Come for the ride!
We'll see you in the next video.
Peace.